You know what, folks? I'm getting kind of annoyed with this term, long-term prepping. It's no such thing. You need to go into homesteading. You're not going to do it by hanging out on the computer all day long. You cannot do it watching your computer all day long. You're going to have to get up off your ass, build you some raised bed gardens. You're going to have to get your canning supplies. It's going to cost you money and effort. It's not going to fall out of the sky like manna from heaven. Checking to see. I just got back. I still have that thing going. So I got one eye that doesn't work as good as the other, apparently. So anyway, y'all are going to have to stop this nonsense. Well, I'm prepping for long term. No, you're not prepping. You're going to get homesteading. How about your toilet? You got a barrel full of sawdust? Yeah, that's a good prep to have. Get you a 55-gallon drum full of sawdust. Keep that in your garage. That'll run a bucket toilet for a while. Oh, yeah. You got food. You're going to put food in. Where do you think that food's going to go when you're done with it? Have you got a compost pile? Do you know how to make a compost pile? Do you have anything set up? Or are you just watching YouTube videos? I just don't know. And then, here in Middle Tennessee, the more I see that goes on and Tennessee's allowing for, I think the Lord's going to destroy Tennessee. I do not think Tennessee is a good place to come. Our government here is taken over by liberalism. The idolatry going on around me is insane. A huge amount of idolatry around here. I see it everywhere. So it's like, maybe we're fixing to, ought to be prepping for, I might have to get me an eye patch. That's all there is to it. So I can keep one eye closed. Anyway, get you a, start prepping, not prepping, homesteading. Get your books on homesteading. The hippies. Everybody used to make fun of the hippies. That's what homesteading basically is. That doesn't mean you have to grow your hair long and not take baths. That's what we used to rag the hippies about. It wasn't so much they were living off the land. It was it was not taking a bath and having hair, men wearing hair down to their tailbones. That was what we called the hippies. But homesteading is basically living green. Earth friendly. That's homesteading. Reducing your waste output. All this is part of homesteading. And anybody in the city can do it. You learn to live, instead of getting TV dinners. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of you out there. Well, if I can't nuke it, I don't know what to do. Quit. Stop using the microwave. Everybody throw away their microwaves. That would be probably a big start. How about that? I bet you that would increase the health of the country, too, if everybody got rid of their microwave. It'd take more effort to cook your food. Come to think of it, I don't use it. Well, I use what I usually do with the microwave is I cook a bunch of stuff and then I'll refrigerate it, and so I don't go to the store and buy any microwavable food. But I use it to reheat what I cook. But anyway, it's little things like that. Homesteading, is growing things. Aquaponics is a wonderful area to get into for long-term homesteading. And I think aquaponics would be probably one of the more efficient ones. Have the least amount of effort. A family of 4, and a lot of people want to romanticize it. Oh, they got the guns. Not so romantic, dumping poop buckets out. A lot of y'all don't understand. You're going to have Grandpa in his wheelchair do the lookouts. Well, you young folks are going to be out working in the garden. You're not going to be holding the rifle. Grandpa will be up there. He can sit up there on the hill in his wheelchair with a pump shotgun and tell you if anybody's coming. While you're out there working in the field. Just like in Mother Nature, you ever see a flock of crows? Some of you city folks probably ain't never seen it. But 1 or 2 of the crows will sit up in the trees while the rest of the flock is out there pecking around on the ground. And if them guys in the trees, those are the lookouts. They'll say, okay, here comes somebody, and they all fly away. That's what you have to do. You're out working in the garden. The elder will be the one sitting up on the tree looking and watching. Now, if your group doesn't have any real elderly people, well, then you just take turns. But you wind up taking turns anyway. So your elderly people will probably wind up doing the cooking and the laundry and, stuff that's staying up all night. A lot of things can be done all night long. The communications guys will probably be up all night. And those people that are on the night shift won't be as big a shift as the day shift. Let's say for instance, if you have a group of 20, 15 people will be on day shift and 5 will be on night. That night shift will be doing the laundry and getting everything ready, doing the dishes from the supper before, and preparing the breakfast for the day shift when it wakes up. So it's not like it's going to be an easy job. It's not going to be just sitting around at night, but it'll be a different type of work. Well, you're also the night shift to be pulling lookout duty and stuff like that. So the day shift can go out and work. And you young folks are going to be the ones working. When you get old and decrepit, you get moved to the night shift. So, y'all think you're going to be sitting out there running around with rifles and shooting, and you think that's prepping? No. You're going to be playing with poop. You're going to be scrubbing dishes. You're going to have a hoe and a shovel in your hand. Now, no more video games. No guns. Most of it's, homesteading. You young folks out there you romanticize it by, well, I'm going to build a little fire. I'm going to live in the woods. No, you're not. Just go into your room and have your mom and dad turn your electricity off to your room and live in it. Cover up your vents. You don't have no air conditioning in the summer. Then you'll see what it's like. You can't even do that very long. And then you want to romanticize, oh, I'm a prepper. Yeah, right. Go live the homesteading lifestyle. Like I say, get you a composting toilet and use it for a few weeks. It's more effort. It's a lot more effort. You got to live with very little. If you want to prepare something right now for conveniences, put you away a couple of solar panels. And it's not going to come free. But it never gets to me how many people want to prepare after poop has already hit the fan in their personal lives. I've had people come to me, well, what do I do? What do I do? I'm out of a job, and how do I prepare? I don't have no money. Well, it's too late. You should have prepared while you was working. Too late now. Who's done hit the fan? Can't help you. You made your bed, now you got to live in it. So you didn't prepare. The world's coming down around you. Nothing I can do to help you. You should have prepared before your little personal poo hitting the fan stuff. when you were working. It's amazing how many people come to me and ask me these questions. Well, I don't have no money. How do I do this? Too late. For you youngsters out there that are wanting to put stuff away, just start with under your bed. Hey, start putting some canned food under there. But only put what you like to eat under your bed. And then when your bed fills up, you start eating and replacing. You just rotate the food under your bed. If poo hits the fan, Mom and Dad will say, well, Junior's got, 2 weeks worth of food for the whole family under his bed. Something simple as that, if there's a localized disaster. That's preparing for short-term stuff. Anything a year and under is short-term. If you want to be ready for the long term, you have to go with homesteading. There's no other way but homesteading, folks. And it does make it a little easier with some of our modern technologies and stuff. So forget about prepping and start studying homesteading.